Has Harvey Weinstein done it again? You're watching Beyond the Trailers review of Oscar contender Fruitvale Station.
And I wanna change.
Hey, what's up, girl?
It's now or never.
I'm trying to get back on my feet. I really need this job.
I hired somebody else.
I feel different today.
What'd you do today?
I don't know what else to say.
Thought I could start over fresh, but it ain't working out.
It's now or never.
I'm scared. I hear guns.
Don't just firecrackers. You're safe inside.
What about you, Daddy?
We'll be back before you wake up. I'm gonna be fine.
Earlier this year, a little movie called Fruitvale took the Sundance Film Festival by storm, winning both the Grand Jury Prize and the Audience Award for a U.S. dramatic film. With its young star Michael B. Jordan from Chronicle and being the first film from USC grad writer-director Ryan Coogler, it was a much-needed success story for a festival which has been short on credibility and relevance lately. And as always happens in these cases, that success story sparked a bidding war, which Harvey Weinstein won. Harvey wins these bidding wars, as the artist-director Michel Hazanavicius recounted, because he promises filmmakers he can take them to the Oscars, and he does. He got Hazanavicius there, and now he's beginning his campaign to get Coogler and Jordan there as well. But it's not like Weinstein has to forge a new path here. Fruitvale Station, as Harvey rechristened the film, follows in the footsteps of previous indie Oscar winners Monsters Ball and Precious. It also co-stars recent Oscar winner Octavia Spencer. Plus, it has the added advantage of being based on a true story, catnip to Academy voters. And Fruitvale Station's summer release date follows in the footsteps of Midnight in Paris and Winter's Bone, two films that debuted ahead of Oscar season, only to grab headlines in a less crowded space, where media outlets are looking to give their readers and viewers a breather from all the big summer blockbusters. Yet Michael B. Jordan might soon be starring in one of those big summer blockbusters. He is rumored to be in the lead for the role of Johnny Storm, aka the Human Torch, in Fox's Fantastic Four Reboot, which is being helmed by his Chronicle director Josh Trank. Plus, this summer, he's already voicing Cyborg in DC's direct-to-video animated movie Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox. Looks like 42's Chadwick Boseman won't be the only breakout young black star of 2013. So will Fruitvale Station mirror 42's solid box office success and win the Oscars Harvey hopes? It'll help if the movie is good. I should never doubt Harvey Weinstein, because he has such a good eye. I mean, he has another serious Oscar contender here in Fruitvale Station. I'm so impressed. When the lights went up and I wiped the tears from my eyes, I thought I would vote for this across the board, and I think a lot of Academy members are going to feel the same way. Although maybe not. I had missed one press screening for this, and I was at another press screening this week, and I overheard some other people talking about they did not enjoy Fruitvale Station when they had seen it. So this might be one of those movies where some people are really rooting for it and some people just don't get it and feel it's overhyped. But I'm rooting for it. And that's because I felt the film took me on a journey, which is so nice and rare these days in film. I mean, it just picked me up, and I didn't know where I was going, and I ended up in a place that I found both surprising and touching. And that is to the credit of Ryan Coogler, the writer-director, who I feel is a serious talent. You're definitely going to be hearing a lot more from him. But I think a lot of the credit's going to go to Michael B. Jordan, because he's the one on screen, and he really pulls off a difficult role. For instance, he's able to go from this sweet, nice guy to, just in this, like a light switch, to putting on this tough demeanor to survive. And he does it just with his eyes. And I was really impressed. A lot of you have been really saying, oh, Michael B. Jordan is such a big talent. You're talking about wanting him for the Johnny Storm role in Fantastic Four. And after seeing this movie, I haven't seen Chronicle, but after seeing this film, Fruitvale Station, I see the appeal. I see why he is getting a lot of traction. And in fact, I would compare his performance here to another breakout performance from a young actor, and that's Ryan Gosling. I really feel they're almost on the same level here in terms of charisma and on-screen presence. And in the open, I talked about how Chadwick Boseman got a lot of headlines for 42, and you don't have to worry about Chadwick Boseman. Legendary Pictures, a huge production company that makes blockbusters, is betting heavily on Chadwick Boseman. They've invested in him. But I think on the whole, this is going to be Michael B. Jordan's year. He's going to be the one at the end of the year at the awards ceremonies, and he's really going to pick up that kind of cachet that takes an actor to a special place. I still don't think he's right for Johnny Storm, I'm afraid, but someone's going to grab him. And I don't even know if comic book movies is the right way for him to go right now. He might want to go more traditional blockbusters and not get swept up into those machines right away, because I think he has a real artistic talent. I was really impressed. Also, I talked about that light switch for his character, from the sweet Oscar to like the Oscar of the streets. And that's one of the things I liked about the film. it wasn't afraid to go to keep this as an area of grays. It didn't have a black and white situation where it was like, oh, Oscar was such a wonderful person, look what happened to him, how tragic. It could have done that. It could have easily martyred this character. What happened to him is very tragic. But it showed this guy's negative qualities as well. There were points where Oscar was not a sympathetic character, where it was hard to root for him. I mean, of course, nobody deserves to have what happened to them, what happened to Oscar. And that's what makes the film so brutal, so emotional, such a large impact, because it's so true. It rings so true. It's not Hollywoodized. And that's what I respect about it. And I love that Hollywood has this, truth and this truth trend. Especially you see it in independent films, and you're seeing it more in blockbusters like Elysium that's coming up with, Neil Blomkamp, that kind of talent. And it's just, I really respect that. I really love it. I think Fruitvale Station, and Fruitvale Station isn't a fun film to watch because it's so tragic and heartbreaking, and there are points when you can't root for the character, or it's hard to. But it's an important film. This is a kind of genre in Hollywood that it's very important not only to the industry, but to society. Because you hear about stories like this in the news, you hear about what happened to Oscar, but you know what? It can't give you the same emotional connection and feeling and lesson learned that a movie can. And that's why I think this movie is so important. This is a movie everybody should see. It's going to be hard to see, and you should see it not just for the performances and the behind-the-camera talent from Ryan Coogler as the writer-director, but because it's such an important lesson to see what can happen, and to hopefully learn from it. And I think there are a lot of movies like that. Not all movies, obviously, but my parents have not shied away my whole life from having me see movies that are dark and deal with serious subject matters like this. And you really do learn a lot. They say you learn a lot from life experiences, but you can learn a lot from other people's life experiences, and hopefully not repeat the same mistakes or just the wrong place, wrong time. But I mean, they're interested to see how this kind of perfect storm developed into such a tragic situation is, both fascinating and terrifying to watch on screen. So, mega talent coming out of this film. I think Harvey was right to get behind this movie. I think he has a really clear-cut Oscar contender. I'll be interested to see how far he can go with it, especially since after he did so well with The Artist. It's hard to, continue to, like the Academy likes to spread their love around, but you're definitely going to see nominations across the board, and a lot, as I said. Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, both of them. Major talents to watch in Hollywood, and I'm really impressed. So that's my thoughts on Fruitvale Station. If you've seen the film, be sure to share your own thoughts down below, and I hope you'll check out these other episodes. Thanks for watching. Bye.